Good day, good morning, good night, good evening. It is More on the Road with Bernard Moore the third, presented to you by More and More Sports Management. Nothing but more is definitely what we do. Thank you for joining us this lovely day. It is the day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. Football season is almost winding down. Well, high school football is over with in certain states. You still got some championship games are being played, and some All Star games are being played. I know today, February. Oh, man, gosh, why am I in February? Excuse me, December the 17th. The North South game will be taking place on the Mississippi Gulf Coast. I forget what high school stadium they're playing at. That's in Bernard Blackwell North South High School. All Star game is taking place on the coast today, January. Excuse man, gosh, I'm kind of lost on the month. December the 17th. So it is a lot going on. December the 17th. In reference to football, you still got basketball going on. College basketball is into the swing, and you have the NBA getting ready for baseball training camp. Got baseball teams and they're filling up the rosters, they're getting some guys contract taken care of, and then you finna get a stall into going bowling. The most exciting part about collegiate football is the bowling, getting ready for the playoffs. There are some tournaments. There's some tournaments, there's some division rounds taking place. So man, God, excuse me. Man, let me take a moment and just get myself together right now. I am here, but I'm jumping all around the places right now. So hopefully let me get myself together. I'm all good. Father God washes over me, cleanse me, help me get my mind and train the throat to do this show more on the road with Bernard Moore the third, presented to you by More and More Sports Management. Now, it is December, the month of the birth of Christ. It is December the 17th, 2022. Got that correctly. So it is December the 17th, 2022. So make sure I get the stuff together. All right. Well, just want to talk about again some bowl games that are taking place and some moving and shaking that is going on within the state of Mississippi. First and foremost, what next? I want to give my prayer and strength and comfort and peace among to the Leach family. Coach Mike Leach passed. Uh, was it a few days ago? The family came Sunday. No, Sunday he was rushed to the hospital. Um, and they start calling the family, telling them to get down. So once they start calling the family, telling that the family needs to get down, that doesn't look too good. And we send our prayers and comfort and strength out to the Leach family, because once they start telling that they need to get all family members here, all children and in-laws, and once they start saying getting the family here, then it's not looking too good. But you want to pay your final respects to your dad or your granddad or your uncle, your brother, whomever, or whatever relation that you have with them. So once the family call, I would definitely say no, definitely get there, and so that you can go ahead and give your last speech to the gentleman. But again, prayer for strength, comfort, and peace amongst the Leach family. In which now we finna kind of jump around a little in reference to with Mississippi State and Coach Leach. Mississippi State is scheduled to play January the 2nd, 2023 in the Reliant Quest Bowl versus Illinois. The game will take place on ESPN2 television, set to kick off 11 a.m. Central Time. And once I talk about the bowl games, you're going to hear me talk about time. All the times that I'm stating are Central Standard Time, which that's the time zone that we in, and that's the time zone that we reside in the state of Mississippi, Central Standard Time. So the Mississippi State Bulldogs will face the Illinois Fighting Illini. I think I'm saying that correct, at the Relia Quest Bowl at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida, at 11 a.m. Central Standard Time on ESPN2. Man, it's quite interesting again, you know, God works in mysterious ways, so I'm not going to sit here and question what God is doing, but God works in mysterious ways. Now, I know some may know Coach Leach as the Pirate. What is it called? Yes, as the Pirate, but he's known for establishing the air raid offense, in which a lot of teams, you know, like running it. So you have a lot of teams that want to run the air raid offense, but you know, him and Coach Hal Mummy and a few more other coaches. Those are the two that I know off the top of my head. They were the ones that know that helped establish the air raid offense. And I think he wrote in the book, Swinging a Sword, in reference to, you know, why did it come up with the name air raid. He was stating, you know, he wanted something entertaining. And I know some people will question why is his name air raid, because you really don't throw it all this, you know, really deep. It doesn't get too much air, and he kind of dip and dunk down the field, and you want to call it air raid. But he said, hey, he just wanted something catchy to say, and it caused the attention of the media, and they ran with it. So that's the new offensive style plays that was created by the late Coach Mike Leach, and his staff at, oh gosh, what school? Him and Hal Mummy. I want to say Valdosta, but I'm not 100% sure. I want to say it's Alwa. Is it Alwa Wesley? You have to keep. I close my eyes to really focus on what I'm trying to look for. But yes, the Mississippi State Bulldog will face the Illinois uh, January 2023 in the Relia Quest Bowl in Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida, on ESPN2 at 11 a.m. kickoff. And what I got to that in reference to is stating about, you know, why, you know, this is, you know, God works in a mysterious way. Now, again, though, the nickname for Coach Leach is the Pirate, and they're playing at Raymond James Stadium. It's home of the Buccaneers, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and there's the Buccaneers is somewhat considered a pirate. And they have this big, and at the stadium they have the pirate ship with the cannons, and every time the Buccaneers score, they shoot a cannon. So what a sweet ending for Coach Leach to have the last game of this season at Raymond James Stadium with the big pirate ship, and no, his nickname was called the Pirate, to play their game at Raymond James Stadium. And the Mississippi State Bulldogs, in honor of Coach Leach, they changed their logo, and they have the pirate. I mean, the flag, the pirate flag with this emblem on there, with the bucket. It's, well, I say Buccaneer, but you know, kind of looks like the Buccaneer symbol that they will wear for the Relia Quest Bowl. I think that's a outstanding honor for Coach Leach to have that done. No, he didn't put up outstanding, miraculous records at Mississippi State while he was there, but you can still see that he had the team going in a great direction. Again, this is more on the road with Bernard Moore III, presented to you by More and More Sports Management. Nothing but more is what we do. And I'm gonna get off Mississippi State right now. Then I'm gonna jump back to it because again, I want to go over a few of the things in reference to what we're going to talk about. Now, I just want to give a shout out to a young lady. Guys, where do we see each other? Oh, yes, we bumped into each other at a basketball game this previous week, and she was just informing me, you know, about a restaurant that they open in Raymond, Mississippi. Definitely come on by and check it out. Like, hey, cool, you know, you have to eat, so definitely would go by and check it out. And so I went and checked it out, got some of the food, and it was good. Now I can say that much. It was definitely was good. I really enjoyed it, especially the vegetables. What did I get? I had some mac and cheese, some cabbages, and some chicken tetrazzini. And I can say that that chicken tetrazzini was good, but for I'm not gonna say for some odd reason. I know what the reason was. I was hungry, yes, but the cabbages they were the best thing that I had on the plate. So I may just go back and get a vegetable plate because those cabbages were on point at this restaurant in Raymond. And I know you see me looking down at my phone because I'm trying to text her right now and just tell her know that the food was good. Food was good. I really enjoyed it and definitely would come back in and patronize the restaurant again. The restaurant in which I'm speaking of is the Taste of Raymond in Raymond, Mississippi, 550 Port Gibson Street. That's down the street from Hines Community College. Now, there's multiple ways that you can get to it, but the most easiest way that you can get to it, take Highway 18, heading west. Uh, I'm trying to figure out where. Once you pass the road, once you pass the light near Sonics, which is going to either you take a right if you're going west, traveling west, you're going to take a right. Excuse me, you're going on to your right. You're going to pass Main Street. To your left is County Farm Road. So keep straight through that light. Then you're going to come up on another light, which would take you to Hines Community College. I want to say that it is Clint Raymond Road, if I'm not mistaken. That's a part of that street. You take a right, that'll take you to Hines Community College. If you take a left, that'll take you to the Eagle Ridge Golf Course. So past that light, no, yeah, that is a light. Then past that light, then another light you're gonna come up to. It's another street. I forgot the name of the street, but go through that light. And once you pass what they call the pit stop right there to your left, and you're going to pass by Raymond High School along with the Career Center next to Raymond High School, past that, and then it's that next right, which will put you on Port Gibson Street. And you just take Port Gibson Street, I want to say a little bit close to a mile, and then you'll see the restaurant spot, the suites to your right. It's a building. It's right there on the corner. I can't think of the name of the other street. It's right there on the corner, Port Gibson Street and another street on the corner. I'm not sure the name of it. No, the food was good though. Again, I had opportunity to go by and taste it. I really enjoyed the cabbages, so I may go back and just get me a vegetable plate because we're trying to eat different. No, you want to start a new year. What's the word am I trying to look for? What's the word that we say? New Year resolution. There we go. New Year resolution. I'm gonna eat right. I'm gonna do this, but right now, before the year ends, I'm gonna have fun. I'm gonna eat whatever. Go ahead and start off right. You don't have to wait the New Year's to change a lifestyle. Go ahead and change lifestyle right now. So yes, I am eating differently. Trying to shed some few pounds. Would like to definitely like to get back down to my playing side. 200 pounds when I was in college. I definitely like to get back down to that size. That was the size I really felt comfortable with. But hey, it's not just gonna come overnight. So I definitely got to do what I got to do to get down there. So yes, you may see me in the gym working out. Yay, got to do that. Again, check out the restaurant Taste of Raymond, 550 Port Gibson Street, and Raymond, Mississippi. Now back to some bowl games in reference to this weekend. Currently planned today, Celebration Bowl. Hey, well, we should kicked off at 11 a.m. So hopefully, no. Jackson State is facing the North Carolina Central Eagles and the MEAC champions. Man, that the North Carolina Central Eagles, though, have won the MEAC a number of times because actually, the newly selected head coach, TC Taylor. He was a coach on he was on staff as a coach those years at North Carolina Central when they won the championship under the leadership of Jerry Mack. I think Jerry Mack was the coach at that time, or for a couple of those years there was another coach. I can't think of his name. But yes, Jackson State is playing against the Eagles of North Carolina Central and the Celebration Bowl for the historical Black College National Championship game at the Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia. The game is televised on ABC. So here locally, that will be Channel 16 for a residents in Central Mississippi. Now, wherever you are, I don't know what channel is ABC for you, but hey, check your guide and look for it and search for it or whatever. Or you can log on to Hallelujah FM, HallelujahFM.com and listen to it via social media. I mean, not social media, online. with Rob J, Coach Darrell Asbury, Sam Brown, Jamie Horton, Ed Bishop, and it's another young lady that they have that they were talking about. I can't think of her name, but definitely tune in and listen to them as they broadcast the game. Now, also playing today at the Lending Tree Bowl, Rice Owls hosting the Southern Miss Golden Eagles. Kickoff is at 4:45 p.m. Central Standard Time. That will be on ESPN at the Hancock Whitney Stadium in Mobile, Alabama. So definitely take a look at Coach Hall and his Golden Eagles as they will face the Rice Owls at the Linden Tree Bowl at Hancock Whitney Stadium in Mobile, Alabama. Had some interesting trips to Mobile, Alabama. It's just especially dealing with sports along that line. So that had some interesting trips to Mobile, Alabama. It's a nice look at city, town. I mean, I'm saying town, city, and Alabama. So definitely check them out. And also continue on with the bowl games. December the 28th, which is a few days after Christmas, which is a Wednesday, if I'm not mistaken. The Texas Bowl, Texas Tech versus Ole Miss. Kickoff is set for 1 p.m. Central Standard Time on ESPN. Will be played at NRG Stadium in Houston, Texas, home of the Houston Texans, who's not looking too good right now. But hey, hopefully, no, Ole Miss can go on and bring some excitement into the stadium because they're not looking the best right now. They are one in a whole lot of numbers greater than one. And again, we talked about the Relay Quest Bowl, January 2nd, 2023, Mississippi State versus Illinois at 11 a.m. Central Standard Time on ESPN2 at Raymond James Stadium, home of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in Tampa, Florida. So, wish the guys well, the success that they had. But I'm definitely pulling for Jackson State so they can be an undefeated season, Black College National Champions. So, Coach Prime pass the torch on to Coach TC Taylor. So, Coach Taylor, I hope you get the taste of your first action, as being named the head coach, your first game. Not saying it's technically not your first game. However, you're now the new head coach after this game. Once Coach Prime, once the clock hit all zeros and where it says QTR and it has four, and one team scores more points than the other, the game is over. Celebrate, hoist to the trophy, and get back to the locker room and go ahead and share a few words and get on the bus or plane and head back to Jackson or to North Carolina, whatever destination that fits you. But again, I wish the Tigers well. Again, I would like for y'all to come back with the W so that we can say, hey, Jackson State undefeated season, Black College national champions. I know that you can do it. And I know that there has been a program that has won undefeated, but uh, Jackson State has won a few Black College national champions, but that was some time ago. So now go ahead and bring out the new one. Go ahead and get things going. But I want to wish all the schools that are participating in a playoff in Division 2 or Division 3 or NAIA. Wish you guys well, especially ones in the state of Mississippi. So we have all the big four, and I'm putting Jack State in the big four, are going bowling. Congratulations to those coaching staff. Outstanding job. Keep up the good work, and definitely looking forward to more things in the future from you guys. Again, this is More on the Road with Bernard Moore III, presented to you by More and More Sports Management. Nothing but more what we do. The enjoyment of working with our clients, just having fun and just seeing that their dreams or their aspiration or their ideas come to reality. That's what we try to do. Now, I'm not saying that we're going to be successful every time, but we're just definitely going to give it a shot so that we can score the bucket. Now, speaking of Mississippi State, and I know I said I was going to be jumping around. Speaking of Mississippi State, again, this is More on the Road with Bernard Moore III, presented to you by More and More Sports Management. Speaking of Mississippi State, now some have different opinion about how Mississippi State is handling The passing or the homegoing of Coach Mike Leach. Uh, yes, Coach Leach passed, and just want to let you know that they're holding a memorial service. I'm trying to figure out, see where at the Humphreys Coliseum at 1 p.m. Central Standard Time, December the 20th. So that will be a Tuesday. It's actually a Tuesday to go see. They're holding memorial service for Coach Leach, December the 20th at where's the time? Where's the time? At 12 noon. So definitely go by. If you're ever in Starkville or you want to make that trip up to Starkville, go play your respect to Coach Mommy. Excuse me, not Coach Mommy. The memorial for Coach Leach. That's what I'm trying to say. The memorial for Coach Leach. Definitely go pay your respect. Coach, not go be able to make it, but much respect to you and all the work that you have done. Sincerely, my prayer is that the family continues to get stronger. The family is wiser, and they're going in a good direction. So my prayers for that, for the Leach family. Again, we're speaking of Mississippi State. We're going to go into them naming Zach Arnett the new head football coach at Mississippi State, the 35th head football coach at Mississippi State. Now, what I was speaking of, that people may have mixed feelings. Some may say, "Man, they didn't waste any time with replacing Coach Lee, and the man hasn't even been in the grave yet. The man hadn't even made it to the grave yet. Y'all already done replaced him." Again, sometimes you have to move a little bit fast with this due to the fact of right now recruiting is getting crucial, and the players would like to know who they would like to go and play for. So you may see some quick instincts of coaches are being hired, and then you may have some that are prolonging the situation in reference to that they're not moving at a fast enough pace, because you start losing some prospects that you had your mind on. So in reference to Mississippi State, with them moving quickly, they know that they have to memorialize Coach Leach, but they want the family, the team, and the boosters or whomever is a part of Mississippi State, that everything is well. No, we're going to mourn, but we're going to get the job done. And so you may see them, they're reacting a little faster. They're reacting quicker than the norm, or what some people say. Hey man, let the guy get put in the ground first before you try to bring somebody else in there. They've already named them interim, and they saw that some student athletes were transferring. They were in process of transferring, and people putting their name in the transfer portal. So you can see that they had to name somebody quickly so that they can go ahead and keep their roster intact, which is understandable, because you had some stating that they are going to hire an AD first before they bring in a football coach. Well, they went and hired a football coach before they hired an AD. In reference to leading the program, they definitely want to know, the student high school student athlete wants to know who they're going to be playing for. Now, I read an article somewhere, I don't remember where, but man, just lost the train of thought. Wow, what was that? See, that was happening when you don't write stuff down. But again, we wish Zach Arnett much love and all that he's going to do with Mississippi State. Congratulations on the new contract. Really looking forward to seeing what's going to take place next year. Now, what I was speaking in reference to Mississippi State, that they did not hire the AD, and some people state that if you hire AD, the AD is going to want to bring in their person, or they had no control over, they didn't have any control or decision making authority in reference to the current coach that was just hired, which is Coach Zach Arnett. And again, as no knock against Coach Zach Arnett, no, you can see that what he has done to the defense with the Bulldogs, he made a difference, especially in some key moments. So I guess the administration at Mississippi State believes in him, and again wants to keep things intact so people will not run haywire. So again, it's a business decision, but it's a wise business decision that you want to make in reference to, make sure that you keep your student athletes intact. Again, this is More on the Road with Bernard Moore III, presented to you by More and More Sports Management, nothing but more. If you'd like more information, you can visit us online at www.mms-management.com. You want to ask any questions about what we do and what we can do to help you out to accomplish what you're attempting to do, and also do some fundraising things along that line. So definitely check it out. And again, you want like more information, you can look on our website. Again, www.mms-management.com. I definitely like our Facebook page as well as subscribe to our YouTube channel, see more about what we do. Now, continue on. We still have foolishness going on around the city of Jackson, around the county of Hinds, and around the state of Mississippi. Wow, it is very interesting to see what take place, what goes on, but you still got to keep the faith. You still got to keep your eyes on the prize. Still have to go and do what you're supposed to be doing. That's not hurting anyone. Now, to further dive into this story that happened not this past Friday, well, which would be today. I want to say, was it last week? I don't exactly remember the date. I know it happened Friday morning at 8 a.m. Well, the incident didn't happen Friday morning at 8 a.m., but it just happened Friday morning where the body was found. No, it just wouldn't happen. It happened December the 2nd, because it was the SWAC championship game. So it was the day before the SWAC championship game, and that was December the 3rd for the championship game. A young man was shot and killed. Randall Smith, standing 5'4", shot Flynn Brown, standing 6'2", on the campus of Jackson State, in which the body was located in a Charger in a parking lot. Someone located it, and then they called the individuals on the scene to go ahead and take care of it. Then the young man was arrested hours afterward in reference to the killing because his name came up in it, though, like he's the suspect. But again, the judge, the jury, though, they granted him uh, his bond, 2,000. I want to say it was $200,000, because they're still trying to collect some information exactly what is going on instead of just leaving that young man and the facility to just rot. In which Randall Smith was from New Orleans. I mean, I'm not sure if he's from uh, New Orleans. I know, but he was from Louisiana. And they stated the reason why they was shot because he was afraid that he was being bullied by Flynn Brown over some donuts. That's what the article reported, that they were fighting over some donuts. No, the donuts are not that important for me to have to. Now, I got a record. I got some stuff on my background. Now, even if I'm innocent, I would definitely have to need to get that removed. So we'll just let the law do its job, do its due diligently, and see what takes place. Now, I want to talk about some NBA basketball. A lot of people don't know this about myself, but I am a Bulls fan, and it's not well. It had partially to do with Michael Jordan and the Bulls, but he's not the main reason. It is Scottie Pippen. Now, through I want to say 20, not 20, through about 30 games, through about 30 games, the Chicago Bulls, they have been a roller coaster. They have played 28 games at the particular moment. That's number 11 in the Eastern Conference, standing at 11-17. They were on a good win streak. Then that's they just started losing, in which they just lost this evening. I really don't care about it, but they lost this evening. They're on a 3-game losing streak. So it's quite interesting to see how they go because of what's taking place. They're 11-17. They're sitting uh, at number 11, and they just lost to the New York Knicks, 114-91. Like, man, come on now, bull. And I'm looking at some scores, the NBA scores. The Lakers are beating the Nuggets in the fourth quarter with 3:34 to go, 120-102. The Atlanta Falcons defeated the Charlotte Hornets 125-106. The Kings defeated the Pistons 122-13. The Magics defeated the Celtics 117-109. The Cavs defeated the Pacers 118-112. The Warriors were defeated by the Philadelphia 76ers. Excuse me, 118-106. And the Brooklyn and the Toronto Raptors, Brooklyn won by 3, 119-116. And so I'm still trying to figure out what's going on with the Bulls. They start off strong, then next thing I know, it's like, man, is this the same team we were just looking at cheering for? But hey, it is what it is, what it is, what it is. Again, this is More on the Road with Bernard Moore III, presented to you by More and More Sports Management. If you'd like to be a part of this show, you can definitely hit us up on one of the social media page, Facebook, Twitter, our YouTube channel. Definitely hit us up and see what we can get done. Also wanted to give a shout out again to Elise Payton, former Provine Ram, Jackson State basketball player. She is the owner of Taste of Raymond on 550 Port Gibson Street. Like I said, I had to go down there and give me something to eat, and I really enjoyed the meal, especially when it's warm and hot. But that's something you got to make sure that it's warm and hot. But regardless, it was good. I had an opportunity to make to the office, and I demolished the plates. I'm just joking. I took out the food, and I took it out to the ball game. I took out the food. I ate it, and it was good to go. We're gonna have a deviated show today because we got a lot going on today. But I definitely want to close out using the more moment word of the day. Let me go ahead and move some stuff around. The word of the day: freedom. The power or right to act, speak, or think as one wants without hindrance or restraint. Freedom. A noun. The power or right to act, speak, or think as one wants without hindrance or restraint. Why did I chose freedom as the word of the day? Some of us think that we are completely free. I have all the freedom that I need. If you are a child, you can't just get up and just go out and walk across town sometime without consequences. Well, you can probably do it, but you know that there's going to be consequences behind it as well. So I would advise not to even just do it. All right, you have freedom to say what you want to say sometime, but it's still not the best thing to do because sometimes the things that you may say may come off a little different and someone may be offended. Now, do you think we have freedom, the right or power to act, speak, or think as one wants without hindrance or restraint? Should have said consequences also. Because once is there. So definitely continue to fight for your freedom, but you're not have a 100% complete use of freedom because there's still things that you need to clear. Now, what I want to definitely want to zoom in on is that we do not have freedom because we have idle materialistic things feeding our souls or doing whatever. So we don't have the freedom because sometimes we will do what we have to do to get something, and then even that's even losing our own soul or losing our own freedom just to get a materialistic possession in which you don't own everything of this world. The Lord owns everything as well. He just allowing us to just be here to utilize it. So definitely no. Look at this. No, freedoms are now the power to act or the power or right to act, speak, or think as one wants without hindrance or restraint. Whew. I got a lot of information now to share with you guys, and I really do appreciate your time. And I know you're looking like, man, no, we really, no, really did what we did, but it's getting that time. Got a lot going on. Got some stuff I need to get taken care of. So that's why we'd have a deviated show. See you guys next Saturday. Rain, sleet, or snow. Definitely come on in and join us. If you'd like to be a part of the show, again, you can definitely follow out www.mms-management.com, or you can like us on Facebook and subscribe to our YouTube channel so that you can get more information in reference to more on the road. I want to give a shout out to my guys over at 105.9 FM, Talking Sports with Rob J, Larry Nix, Beeve on the board, and myself. I know I have been missing in action for quite a few days, or weeks, or months, due to taking care of some stuff outside of work right now, and it's a conflict of schedule. But definitely will be back, and definitely looking forward to coming back because I'm gonna have some fun, enjoyable moments. So I definitely want to give a shout out to the guys. Show is Tuesday, 105.9 FM the zone. Tuesdays from 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. You can follow them on social media as well. I can't tell you what social media is directly, but you definitely can follow them on social media as well. But if you definitely want that, you can log on to the website, www.mms-management.com. Oh, man, outstanding. Great show. Much love to you guys. I will see you guys when I see you guys when I see you guys. One plus one equals deuces.